Hey, welcome back for another adventure. First off, want to thank my wife for taking over for the weekend so I can go out. Greatly appreciate it. Mwah. And this is a solo trip this weekend, heading out Friday night, Saturday night. Going up to east side of Big Bear Lake between Pioneer Town and Baldwin Lake on Burns Canyon Road. There is a place called the Shooting Star Mine, and I'll put a map video right here. So Shooting Star Mine is on the kind of the southeast side of Big Bear Lake. If you come up out of San Diego and go north, there's Big Bear Lake right there in the center. If you head out past Baldwin Lake and down this route, which is Burns Canyon Road, can't think of it, it's 202, and it intercepts with 202, 203. It still continues as Burns Canyon Road. Then off of Burns Canyon Road, if you head west on 201, get to a Black Diamond Trail, which is not actually on the map, but if you go to the satellite image, you can see it right here. So this is the Black Diamond Jeep Trail. They have other things marked here that I found, and as you follow down, if you're familiar with that old Plymouth that's out there, that's all smashed. So Shooting Star Mine is right here. You off-road up to it, and there's a nice big flat spot in front where you can camp. The mine is actually here. There's a couple of entrances over here. In respect, there's if I go switch back to the map, okay, Shooting Star Mine's in the center. Then you got Pioneer Town further down towards Yucca. There's Yucca Valley right there. You take the route to Pioneer Town. There's Pioneer Town in the center. You can kind of zigzag up through Pioneer Town and go through Rimrock. That's the route I'm taking tonight. And then up Burns Canyon Road, which is hard to see on this map, no matter what I do. Go through Rimrock, through Pioneer Town, and follow it up through all the Joshua trees and things, and up Burns Canyon Road. There is a harder way. There's a shorter way to go up there. This way, I'm not going to go that way tonight because it's too hard, and it's been a while since I've been through there, and I don't want to take the truck. So I'm coming in from the top side from 201 over here. So currently just rolling up to 15 and Friday evening traffic up to Temecula, which is not the greatest, but you got to get through it. Want to come in through the Morongo Valley and Yucca, or whatever that town is up there, and then take the dirt road that's just north of Pioneer Town. I may stop at Pioneer Town, depends what time it is. It's going to be a kind of a dark trip. Once I get there, it's already 6 o'clock, but probably by the time I get to the dirt portion of it, it might start getting dark. I'll try to shoot some video. It is a pretty challenging trail to get to the Shooting Star Mine. I have never ever taken a vehicle up there, nor have I seen a vehicle up there. I know it can fit. I've seen tire tracks from Jeeps. It's narrow, it's overgrown. It's usually for motorcycles and quads and side-by-sides. And I've been going up there since I was a kid on a dirt bike, and even my quad, I've been there many times.
It's got a really nice flat area. It's kind of secluded. Planning on parking there for a couple of nights and doing day rides from there. But the trip up there will be interesting. I'll try to shoot as much video as I can of the rough trail. I do have a couple of large lamps if it gets too dark for the camera. But it's probably going to be a total of, I'm guessing, a 5-hour trip to get to campsite. So that'll put me at camp probably around 11 p.m. We'll see how it goes. Welcome back. So I'm just outside of Pioneer Town, just north of Pioneer Town. Rolling, still on the paved road. It's gonna be a tiny bit before I hit the dirt. I'm gonna air down. So this is being taken with my phone. It's quite spectacular. It's pretty cool. Got some cars coming, so they're gonna get into the view. So I'm parked here. Gonna air down the tires real quick and start heading up the road. All right, I'm aired down the tires down to 18 or 20 pounds, somewhere around there. Road's gonna get a little rough and slow in some parts, and then I'll get into the actual off-road portion, which is gonna be interesting at dark. I think it's gonna be pretty amazing, to tell you the truth. If I get stuck, then I'll just pitch tent and camp out right there and deal with it in the morning. It is now 8:57, so we're off. Right over here are these gigantic Joshua trees. They're like a lot taller. They're crazy big. And they got a lot of branches. Like, it's crazy how old these trees are and how long they've been here. It's pretty amazing through here. I don't have enough light to illuminate them, but all these are Joshua trees. It's like a forest of them. Working my way up to Shooting Star Mine. This is still on Burns Canyon Road. I did pass the bottom fork that goes to Shooting Star Mine from the south. That's a little rough. I have not gone through there in a long time, so I'm not even going to attempt it. I don't know what it looks like anymore. It's challenging for the quad, but it doesn't mean it would be challenging for the truck. two different animals, you know. But so far it's going good. It's, you know, bumpy as I thought. That's how this road is. A lot of big rocks sticking out. So you kind of need to go slow and just take your time through here. I'm running light today on this trip. I don't have my 2 extra fuel cans filled up. They're empty. And I also don't have one of the 5-gallon jugs of water because I'm by myself. So I can get away with just the 1 5-gallon thing. If I have the kids, you know, I gotta have more water. But so I'm running a little on the lighter side. I did fill up the truck's tank just before I hit the road, about 10 miles before I hit the dirt. So I have enough to get to where I'm going. I'm probably gonna burn about 1/8 of a tank before I get up into Big Bear Lake on Sunday. Here I'm gonna have to either just go slow through here. The camera probably doesn't do justice to it. You can see these gigantic boulders here. The main thing here is you gotta watch for big giant rocks that are sticking out of the ground. You don't want to bust the oil pan. I do have some protection under the oil pan, but still, you know, a big giant boulder will do it. I don't need to get stranded. I do have ways of fixing it, but I really don't want to be doing that. This is just the part where you take your time. You don't stress it. It's nighttime. There's no other Jeeps or things. Sometimes this thing gets backed up with off-roaders. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. You just got to take your time and take your turn. But it's a fairly easy trail. Just you got to go slow. You can't go all crazy because you will break something. This part I just went through was probably the hardest part. And like it's hard to see. The GoPro doesn't shoot really well at night. Even with all the lights that I have. Turn on my backup light. You can kind of see back there. Long way down into the canyon. Some of them clouds are starting to head this way, but I don't see or hear any local lightning yet. I wouldn't be surprised if it does make it here tonight. But hopefully I'm already got my tent set up by then. I am not camping on a high point, so I'm not too concerned about the lightning. I see so many places as I'm on this road. It's about the 3rd time. You can't see it on the camera, but it's about the 3rd time I've seen somebody leave an oil streak. Just flat out bust an oil pan on these rocks and leave an oil streak. So gotta pay attention here. I see bats. All right, I'm gonna hang the camera up for a bit. Before I I make the turn to 201. Just a couple of 100 yards on 201, and after that I'll head up that really harsh section where I'm going to start filming. All right, so I'm at the part where I just turned on to 201 and I'm turning off of 201. And I'm heading towards Shooting Star Mine here. This particular road, they finally put up a sign. This one is 2ND2. I'm gonna get out here and well, this says 2N02, but this is 2N61Y. This is the status of it, so you can't actually get a car in there. You'd beat the crap out of it. For the Jeep, this is a black diamond trail. The quad isn't too bad, so I'm gonna start rolling up it. I'm gonna set up the camera and the lights when I get to the rougher part. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna use, the handheld thing for now in the dash cam footage. I'm gonna send a text home real quick. Tell them I'm all good. All right. It's messaging in progress. Turn off this crazy thing. So the message is gonna go out via satellite. It's trying to pick up signal. And then the device is gonna beep. It's on the dash right there. I do have full bars on the satellite. All right, there's the indication. So the message has gone out saying I'm all good and still on my way to camp. So I'm gonna continue up this trail. When it gets hard, I'll set up the outside cameras and lights. Mosey on. section. I'm gonna film this section here. So I'm rolling through the more sandy area of this part. I'm between the two rough parts of the trail. It gets a little, I wouldn't say it's rough, it's just really tight turns and very narrow. So there's gonna be lots of bushwhacking and scratching and screeching on the side of the truck. But this particular trail here is pretty nice. It's nice and soft sand. All right, I'm at the last little leg up to Shooting Star Mine, up to the little pad in front. All went well. Over here on the side, there ought to be a an old military truck bed that's been here forever. The bushwhacking part wasn't there where I thought it would have been. I think just too many vehicles have gone through. I did go down the wrong leg for a bit, but there's the old military bed right there. I don't know if it comes up on the camera. And here's the flat pad. This is where the mine is. This is my spot right here where I'm gonna camp. Completely flat spot right here. And we have arrived. I'm gonna put my headlamp on. Send a message. Apply the parking brake would be a good idea. Remove the keys, shut down the charging. The charging gets shut down because I shut down the charging in case I leave the key on for some dumb reason. It doesn't drain all the batteries, only like half of them. And I'm still able to be jump starting myself. So this is it. It is a pretty good flat spot. I'm gonna level a tiny bit. But it's pretty good. Overall, it's pretty good. I might lower the back of the truck. Should be pretty good. There's the moon is out. It's t-shirt weather. It's cool, but it's not like crazy. It's gonna be a nice sleeping night. So now I'm just gonna set up camp, set up the thing. That's the mine itself. It's all blocked off. You can't actually go in there. This pad here is also pretty flat, so if like a forest fire were to come up, this pad would be pretty safe. I could back the truck up a little bit. Would probably be okay. I could probably get down into that mine hole, but I think we're good. Gonna lower the back of the truck a little bit. All right, so the camp is set up. You can kind of see the truck, the tent. It's about midnight. I just hung out, had some chips, drinking some water, had a beer too. I got the whole thing set up. I even got my tarp. I didn't unload the quad. I'm gonna do that in the morning. And there's my tarp. The moon is good. The moon is out. So don't need much light out here. Truck did well coming out. Think it's good. Alrighty, good night.